minds. And if you remember when you watched the movie, what did you see? For more deception or fire like Maui to the world, okay? And you have Berkowitz saying that the world became destructive from their mind, okay? Then the rest of the body was affected. Then this jackal that you're seeing right here is tying to the same jackal that gave birth to what? Damien or a demon. And what are we saying here? That the father is a murderer. And you're saying that what? The son is of his father, the devil. And is Drake not Shaitan? So then where does Adonis come in? Well, if you say the word Adoni, you're saying a Lord. You with me? Adoni, a Lord. And if there is a Lord, then there is a ruler of something. And who was the one who was accredited to drawing the cover of the album, Calling All Dogs? Adonis, all right? And this drawing is of the jackal, the devil. So if you look at this, do you see a dog? Do you see just a random dog? Or do you really see hooves? Look closer. Look at the feet. Those are hooves. Look at the eyes. Since when? Look at the ears. Since when? That's how you see that. That's how you think a dog looks? Or is that how the devil looks? That's how you saw the devil drawn with the red eyes. Okay, everything is for a reason. Y'all better pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, that's the jackal. That's the jackal. And you also see the goat appear that way. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, cool. So we have Drake, dragon, Shaitan, Satan, at war with Michael. And in my song, Drake, which I put out, listen, before he dropped his project. Okay, well, I didn't really put the song out yet, but I released a snippet of it, if you remember. All right? In the song Drake, what did I say?
Chance to do me like they did my nigga Jackson. Michael them, bitch. I'm really Michael them, bitch. I'm really Michael them.
I'm really Michael them. I'm really Michael them. You still don't get it. You will. I'm really Michael them. You won't get a chance to do me like you did my nigga Jossie. I'm really Michael them. I'm really them. You ain't see what I did to the music industry 2022? You ain't see what I did to the music industry 2021? I'm really Michael them. Like I said, everybody's number will be called. So watch this. As I said, I'm really Michael them. All right. My brother randomly walks into the home about a week ago and gives my mother this candle. Right on time. Okay? And then what happens? Ye comes out. I don't know if I still got that video. After I drop the snippet, Ye comes out and says, I'm not Triple X. Why would Ye say that? What is Ye saying? He said, I'm not Triple X. I'm too high profile. You can't take me out. And I told you, Ye's name is Kanye Omari West. And Mar is in the center there. All right, where you have the word Mar meaning warrior, war. Kanye Omari West says the same thing that Omari said to you after Omari already said it to you. That is war. And Ye said last year that it was war. How did you forget? We still fighting these devils. We still fighting these devils. You know what I'm saying? Listen, watch this. Somebody said, you claim for that to be, listen, I know you. I pay attention to who, you think I don't know who you are. Just to let you know that. I know who you are. That's why you have a page that you just made for the purpose of coming to communicate with me and post and comment. I see every time you comment. I ignore you purposely. But I'll address you in spirit right now. You are low-level magic. You don't know that we see you. You don't know that your efforts are in vain. We see you before you come. That's low-level magic. You don't know that you appear in the ball, the crystal ball. We see you first. That's low-level magic. You don't know that you're responding to something that I put out telling me that it's low-level magic. Not realizing that you're responding to magic. because I put it out. You're spelling I-E-Y-E. I taught you to do that. You're low-level magic within yourself as a reed. See what? Let me change it. Let me not spell it E-Y-E anymore. So let me explain something to you before you leave, because you're leaving. All right? What you're watching is the magic. What you're hearing, my voice, is the magic, not this candle. Did you not hear what I said? I said my brother gave my mother this candle. Did I say my brother? Listen, there you go. They all there. They can't hold it. They can't hold it. That's what they're here for. I told you, look, you called them out, and then they come out. They got to confess. I do confess that I am an agent of Rashad Jamal. That's the second one that's live. That's the second one. And they'll be back. You understand? Why? Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you why. Because around August, they started coming out and saying, Rashad Jamal will be free. And they were coming under my post and saying, Rashad Jamal will be out to expose you to be a fraud. Rashad Jamal will be out to show people who the real God is. You talking about all this Malachi. You talking about all this. We'll see. Because Rashad Jamal finna get out. I said, we'll see. I said, we'll see. And y'all may not have noticed, but I tell you, every time I say pay attention to something, I say, I'm going to come around and explain it to you. Because my black book went missing. And I was using the black book to go and travel and do certain works. And as soon as it went missing, I said, I see what they're trying to do. I said, it will not be successful. We'll see. And then after they put Rashad away, then the humility came where they had to realize that not only were they in error, all right, he was in error, okay, but there's an age of correction upon them. Where can you go now? You lived an illusion through Rashad Jamal, who projected an illusion. You lived an illusion through him. And then the one who is the illusion is taken away. And now you don't know where to go. So you come to me, which should show you that you see me to be worthy to pay attention to. It should show you that if you're here, all right, you're here for a reason. Because if you thought it was still him, listen, you would still be going to him. If you thought it to be him, you would be going to Rashad. I don't care if Malachi has been in prison for 21 years. And I still go to his teachings. I haven't looked and traded and trying to find another motherfucker to follow after, just to follow after somebody. Still to this day, I go to Malachi's teachings. If you thought it to be him, you should be where he is. Listening to him, still learning whatever's going to cause you. You should be a teacher next. You should be a teacher and a leader next. If he truly gave you emerald light, your best resolve should not be to step to a motherfucker with emerald light. You should be stepping to the motherfuckers with amber light. This is very advanced magic. Not only are you looking, listen, it was a sister of mine who commented, and she said, it's interesting that he said he's going to, Drake was going on a hiatus as soon as you started working. One of the other females commented, said, he put this out before he posted his candle, but okay. And I tried to help the sister. I said, she's not talking about the candle. The sister swore up and down. You can go read it. She swore up and down. I said, well, she got the candle emojis. I said, she's not talking about this candle. Well, tell me what other candle you posted. I said, I didn't post another candle. Listen, do you want to learn or you want to tell me? You here asking me. I'm not on your page asking you anything. I'm not on your live asking you anything. You're here asking me. Do you want to learn or you want to tell me what it is? I'll tell you what it is. If anybody will tell you something, I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's the music, for one. It's been the music. This candle is not even my candle. I didn't put the light to it. Michael has appeared in multiple ways in your reality this year. And one of the ways that it appeared, as I just told you, was my brother brought my mother this candle. And she lit it. She lit the candle. So, bing, 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 bing. I recorded that candle, okay, because it is a candle for war. I came out with an album called Michael with 12 songs on it to represent what? Who remembers? Revelation chapter 12, which is where Michael appears. It's 33 minutes long. Do you think anything that you're seeing to be a coincidence? Or have you caught on yet? The song starts, get up, wake up, Michael. I explained it to you 2 months ago why it was called Get Up. Michael, wake up. The second song is called Like Mike. Like who? Mike. What does Mike mean? One who is like God. Wake up, Michael. Those of you who are what? Like Mike or Michael or Mikael. Okay? Okay, why? I'm speaking in what? Code. I'm coding. No way, Faise. Yes, way, of course. Come on now. Because the whole world has been made to be what? Drunk. You have to experience a new brain. And you have to kick, listen, the drugs that they put you on because they have doped you. They have duped you. They have deceived you. All right? If anybody can do it, I can. Watch.
I can. Huh. If I want them gone, I can get them gone. I can do it. Niggas hide their hands after chucking stones. Bitch, you threw it on my fucking grave. I don't need a soul on this earth. Bitch, I'm blowing smoke, I'm popping shit. Won't find me with no perk.
I said, if I want them gone, I can get them gone. I can do it. Niggas hide their hands after chucking stone. Bitch, who threw it? On my fucking grave. I don't need a soul on this earth. Bitch, I'm blowing smoke, I'm popping shit, won't find me with no perks. I'm not one of the drugged up ones. I don't care about your perks. Because who came forth with the perks? The dragon or the Satan, the deceiver, who says, well, I'll give you all these perks. I'll give you all these kingdoms and you can have everything you want. All you got to do is what? Bow down to me. So the niggas that he talking about, that he say he got footage of bowing down, I'm not Tory Lanez. I'm not Tory Lanez. There was never a demon statue in my house. You feel what I'm saying? I never worshiped a sixth God. So he talking about all them other niggas when they say behind closed doors a lot of sixth God worshiping. You ain't talking to me. When I say the color green, the color turns green for some reason. When I say it's war, motherfuckers take the fuck dodge. Same shit Youngboy did. All the smart ones know to get out the way. When I say swords gonna swing, for some reason, they swing. When I said the snakes was gonna fall, what happened to the snakes? They fell. You know what I'm saying? When I said the pillars of the music industry will fall, what happened? They fell like a motherfucker. When I said drill will be no more, what happened? Drill died. Anybody still making drill music? Let me tell you something. You haven't gotten the memo. It's dead. It ain't even in. It's like you making that 2000 sound shit. It's like you might as well come out and say, shake the Laffy Taffy. That shit is old and over with. I did that. I had a song called Go Kill. We'll get into it. But what I say, I can if nobody else can. I can if nobody else want to remind these motherfuckers that God says and God's word does not perish. No matter what you think. Whatever Jah say stands. Because we bring justice for that. Same thing I showed you in the Revelation chapter 16, verse 7, when I told you Rashad Jamal got 16 years and Brother Polite got 7 years. I said, go to Revelation 16, 7 and tell me if that was true and righteous, the judgment that they received. And you'll find Ma'at and Malachi Zadek, all right, or Sadek, in the book of Revelation chapter 12, chapter 16, verse 7. All right? So in this song, I can, what I say?
I can do it. No deal, I'm blowing smoke on popping shit. Won't find me with no perk. Fuck the industry, ain't signed no deal. I really got it out the mud. I got this shit out the dirt. Big dog when I piss on a nigga like turf. Like it's a toy. Had to pull up with the nerf. Blew his ass like the smurf. We be mobbing.
We be mobbing overtime. I want you to listen to this part right here.
They gon' speak on shit. Drake.
What'd he say? On the Michael album, what did he say? I don't want to hear it. On the Michael album, what did he say? I don't want to hear it. On the Michael album, what did I say? I don't want to hear it. Listen.
Draco get up on him, get her done. Draco ain't gon' speak on shit is done. Nigga, this a off guard. Draco ain't gon' see no bitches run. I'll say leave no witness sign. This ain't Jehovah, piping these bitches. I dress up like Al Capone. I buy shit like high grease. I might just burn down your home. I take down your balcony with these 223. Nigga, who you see? Ain't saying shit, bitch, I'm a ghost. Like, she ain't even try to float. She got a screen dripping down the throat. Whoa, I never give her no conversation.
Watch this. When you a guy, gotta watch how you move. Listen.
When you a guy, gotta watch how you move.
From where I'm from, they don't do what I do. Listen.
From where I'm from, they don't do what I do.
I got the light on me, switch up the mood.
I got the light on me, switch up the mood.
Bitch, I'm the big guy. Who is you?
Bitch, I'm the big guy. Who is you?
I'm with the mob shit. Them the crew.
I'm with the mob shit. Them the crew. She wanna cruise, hop in the cool.
I don't give a fuck what he say he gonna do. Listen.
I don't give a fuck what he say he gonna do. If I want him gone,
I can get him gone. I can do it. Hey, tomorrow. Bitch, who threw it? On my fucking grave. I don't need a... So, on the Michael album, on the song I Can, you will hear me say, Draco get up on him, get her done. Draco, you ain't gonna see no bitches run. Nigga, that's an off guard. You know what I'm saying? Or Draco ain't gonna speak on shit, it's done. Nigga, this an off guard. Draco, you ain't gonna see no bitches run. Mama say, little, no witness, son. This ain't Jehovah. You know what I'm saying? I take down your balcony. Stop playing. Y'all ain't that for real. These niggas ain't that for real. We've been here multiple times. You ain't that for real? The fuck? Yeah, it's an off guard. I'm the one they don't expect. I said that in a Goat Killer song. Nobody expect me to come this way. Listen, nobody expects me to go where I'm about to go. None of this is expected from these people. All right, but we'll get into it in a second. So you got mixed up. All right, outside. I say, come outside. What's everybody doing? Listen.
come outside, hey, come take a ride.
Come on.
Come take a ride, hey, pull up, we gon' slide, hey, bitch, come outside, oh, come take a ride, come take a ride, pull up, we gon' slide, hey, bitch, come outside, hey, I'm off and I do it on purpose. Nigga been jocking, they Googling searching. Really a problem, this shit is the certain. Not trying to baby, this shit I ain't nursing. They try to sleep, but I'm woken, ain't working. Big guy taking over the church. Call Gunny if you want you a Birkin. Call Faise if you want you a sermon. Don't let me get in it, bitch, I'm a murder. Think I've been making them nervous. Ski mad, got them gripping they purses. Speed pad, put that shit in reverse. Walk in the booth with a clip full of verses. I'm trying to make a deposit, send a shot to the top of the game. What? I'm trying to see if they got it. Shoot with the shot, they gonna hit it with.
So sending shots to the top of the game. What? I'm trying to see if they got it. I'm on y'all ass. I want niggas to fall. The fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. I don't do nothing in secret or private or none of that. I don't know what that is. I'm right here in the forefront. Say what? Drake is a devil. He know what he did. Y'all let him get away with that shit. And I ain't gonna stop talking about that. Why? Because if we stop talking about that, then we missing the whole read of the whole purpose of the war to begin with. The whole purpose of the war to begin with is for the Drake or the dragon to be cast down. Well, guess what? What a time to be alive. You and yours versus me and mine. That's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is if it's really Ephesians 6:12, then let's play. Let's play. If it's really that, then let's play. Because every time a motherfucker thought they were ready to play, what happened? They had to retire. They had to retreat. They had to dip off in the back. Gucci Man came out and said, he right. I know my tongue's a sword. I got to be more careful with shit that I said. I feel like I started a trend. The shit ain't going to stop. They going to keep dissing the dead. Dirt wound up his ass in a mosque somewhere. NBA Youngboy was on Billboard saying, you know what? I caused all these murders. I need to change this and fix this. Y'all niggas better pay attention. The fuck? Pay attention. The fuck is you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? So what happened? Slap out, pocket rocket, sore loser, the whole shit. The sore loser went crazy too. Sore loser, I'll blow it down if I don't win.
Yeah, blow it down if I ain't win.
They ain't even see it coming.
Yeah, but I ain't hit it. They ain't even
I'm not hidden, listen.
see it coming, yeah, but I ain't tin. They got that black on black, got ski mad. And I ain't scared. All these ghosts that they hide until we get the frying pan.
All these goats think they hide until we get the what?
All these ghosts that they hide until we get the frying pan.
Until we fry
Thought
pan.
they were werewolves till we went to Holland like. Nah, I said, tell the truth, you walked into a lion, then I get the
Thought they were werewolves till we went to Howland. Oh, yeah, that shit hit different now, though, don't it? Hey, God is amazing. God is great. Listen.
Thought they were werewolves till we with the hollering like.
Now I'm saying, tell the truth, you walked into a lion's den, I get the. We get the. They like, let them guys in. I fall off in your party, then I let in my twins.
Then what? Then we get the checking out business. Then what? Then we get the etching out biz. Then what?
It gonna be a theft on our end, yeah.
Deep in the night, deep in the night. That was me in all black and that was me in all white. Like salt pepper when I'm creeping all night, but I'm still taking everything out in the season all tight. We gon' push up on your cookout, fit that beef in broad light.
Just like
diamond, he been on that pressure out that dirt.
He going
diamond. With 44K, that where my verse is going.
Hellfire. Listen to the next lyric.
Hellfire, Dragon Slayer, where the hearse is going.
Stop playing with me. Hellfire, Dragon Slayer. That where the hearse is going. Y'all better watch. And when they have, I want listen. When shit come forth, I don't want to hear shit. You feel what I'm saying? Cause what we always love to do, we love to let the world see that God's word is God's word. Roll back. You all right? All right, no, you good. Like, we love to let people see that God's word ain't gonna perish. We love to let people see, okay, cool, y'all the guys. Let's see if y'all the guys then. Let's see who can last. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not that. It ain't that. That's why I tell you, listen, I'm not that. I'm not that. I'm that for real. Because I'm not that. I'm that. We ain't on none of that shit. No. If it's war, it's war. And we had all of their neck. Don't think that it's just no Drake situation. We had everybody neck. All Hollywood must fall. All goats gotta die, and that's on facts. That's literally what I put out. They all gotta perish. Okay? Meaning they either you perish by casualties of war. It's to say that when they came through and swept up all of them snakes and put them in cages, that's fine by me. You understand? When all the rest of them was falling off the planet one by one, that's fine by me. Whatever gotta happen to make the world realize that we don't get another chance to do this shit. You can feel how you want to feel about what I say or what I do, that's fine with me. But we don't get another chance to do this because everywhere I look, it's always some conscious leader or some spirit guru ass nigga that want to align with NLE Chopper, or they want to align with Jay-Z, or they want to align with Baby them, or they don't nobody want to say, let's put these motherfuckers in line and tell them what their platforms will be used for. It's always somebody that want to associate themselves with these people for clout. It's always a motherfucker that's going to run behind a motherfucker just to get on. I done been around plenty celebrities, both independent and celebrities on the top, A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list, everybody. Plenty of them have made me offers, and because what they were standing on wasn't in alignment with what I'm standing on, I declined. You motherfuckers won't decline to take a picture to save your life so that you can post and say that you going somewhere. You motherfuckers won't decline to say, yo, this nigga just said some shit that made no sense. I'ma just sit this one out. No, you gotta come to their defense to make it seem like these motherfuckers is really on some shit. And these be the ones who be the infiltrators. NLE Chopper infiltrated the movement. And y'all let them. You don't cancel the right shit. You don't go after the right shit. You make excuses and say, oh, they just young. I was young. I can go back and pull up the shit that I was on when I was 13 years old. Don't tell me just because we was young, we don't know what the fuck going on. When I could pull you some shit up when I was 10 years old and told people that was in the New Nuwapian community that we still had FBI agents around us. You can't trust none of these people. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, all of it will be shown. It is shown. How do you think this person done made 2 accounts to come back? It is shown. You feeling it in your soul. I want you to feel it. Like I said, I pop up in your nightmare. I want you to know. I want you to know. It ain't over with. The fuck is supposed to be over with for? And my voice is only going to get louder. I'm not going to shut up. I'm not going to be quiet. Nigga, we got to do what we got to do. And they got to do what they got to do until that time come. You feel what I'm saying? So people should understand it. Stop letting these people infiltrate the movement. And that go for everybody. Was it anybody that I held my tongue for? I ain't hold my tongue for Rod Hayes. I ain't hold my tongue for YSL. I didn't never. When it came to WAC 100, nobody. Hocus for a fifth. Niggas was trying to warn me, say, he blood, the niggas. I don't give a fuck who niggas is. Watch your mouth. If you're not going to help push this message forward to really get people to see what's really going on with the whole conscious ascension situation, without all these tweets and twats and all this other shit y'all got going on with the prophet versus prophet shit, well then shut the fuck up. I don't care if you're the biggest OG on the planet. Shut the fuck up when it comes to that. Don't mention Malachi York unless you're going to bring light to his name. Because we got Wikipedia, we got Chuck Morgan, we got all these other motherfuckers that can show people away from the light. The fuck is y'all niggas helping them for unless you're devils? So I said it. Whack 100 is a devil. There's no other reason why you would have done that. And all of y'all who ran with them, they devils. I don't give a fuck about you. Catch me when you see me. The fuck? That went for the Masons and everybody. The Masons told me, you're not supposed to utter the secrets. You know, there's consequences for that. I said, let me know who's going to deliver the consequences so I can be there. You only put fear in the heart of people that got fear in them. You don't put fear in the heart of a motherfucker. Listen, it ain't like I live just in the corner of some motherfucker where I be out. You feel what I'm saying? But it's deeper than what you think it is. It's way deeper than that. Nigga, it's way deeper. You feel what I'm saying? So they see it. That's why I say what? Listen, it will be blown down. So it hit different now when I say what? Dragon Slayer, that's where the hearse is going. Am I saying anything that's not in the Bible? And if Drake is of them people who come up under that same star of David, he should understand unless he claimed to be. But we know the blasphemy of those who say, listen, and are not, are only the church of Satan, the synagogue of Shaitan. Because what? If you doing the works of the Father, nigga, you doing the works of the Father. I don't give a fuck if you Christian, Muslim, whatever the fuck, Buddhist, whoever. The works of the Father been the works of the Father since the works of the Father was called that. Since Tahuti laid out the platform and the diagram to bring a world out of darkness. I don't give a fuck what you call it. If your works are representing the devil or destruction or the destructive mind or the Berkowitz, now you know what it means. If your works are representing the Berkowitz, then you are of that David. You are not of the true light or the true David or the true developed ones. You feel what I'm saying? Did I make that up? Or is that in the biblical scriptures that he claims, all right, as a religious faith and walk of life to have come from? You feel what I'm saying? Stop letting these people deceive you. Fuck their industry. It falls. Simple. They ain't selling tickets no more. Niggas got to cancel their shows. Niggas got to sell their labels. You feel what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit y'all talking about no more. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit unless you full of shit yourself. You don't want to hear that bullshit? They tried everything. They put out Sexy Red. Motherfucker said, put her back. Put her back. You understand? Look, we got a fan say, Drake is selling out stadiums. Then why are you here? You should be in a stadium somewhere or on your way to worship Drake. So he can get a video of you on your knees to have his collateral. If I'm sorry, I don't worship man. I apologize. I don't give a fuck. Never cared about nobody being a celebrity or anything. If there was anybody who did it, you met him. You just met him. You shouldn't be on here. I'm not selling out stadiums. Go be where the victor is. But I don't think you understand how we said this story writes out. The dragon does not prevail. The dragon doesn't prevail. The dragon gets cast out. And there's found no more place, all right, in the high place. Are you with me? There's found no more place for him. The dragon is lost. Who is Sam? You with me? Hey, bro, you got to stop commenting because you just said some dumb shit. So you got to, now you got to stop. I'm just going to tell you, if you want to sit here and chill, stop. If not, you got to go. Right? So, we have the dragon as Drake, which I just explained to y'all. We have the dragon, Drake. We got Jackel. All right? We got all of these reads that point to the dog. All right? Or Samael. Or all of the beasts. You can, there's multiple beasts you can name. Okay? And then you have to wonder, well, when did the Israel war read start popping up? Who remembers? When did they start talking about the war in Israel? Who remembers? Somebody commented. When did the war in Israel blow up? We don't do Bobby Hermit and his wiggly body ass. I just told you to chill. Now you gotta go. We won't do Bobby, we won't do none of them. We not that. No. October 6th. It was the 6th. It blew up on the 6th. The same date Drake dropped. Y'all better pay attention. That's when it blew up. Right? Why am I saying that? It's important. Because Israel war. Well, you got to look into the words. If I say Israel, what is Israel? Or Yisra. 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 If we say Yisra, what does it say? Somebody said 6 a.m. I'll look into that. I didn't see that. I didn't notice that. We don't do Bobby Hermit. You can do him. We don't. Those who know. That ain't that. Huh? So you have Yisra is to say what? A struggle or a wrestling, a war. Listen, with L. Yisrael. Why was he called Israel? You remember Jacob? Go read the story. You'll get it. Jacob wrestled with an angel in the Bible. All right? And because he wrestled with an angel, he called his name what? Israel. Yisra. You wrestled with an angel. You struggled with God. Are y'all with me? Yisrael. So what's the purpose here? If I say Israel or Yisrael to say struggles with L, okay, then who is it versus? Who are they up against? It's all in the news. You should be able to see it. Who are they up against? Israel versus what? Hamas. Okay? Which is to say, it's like they break it down to be a revolution in Israel, some shit like that. Israel, Islamic revolution. I'm looking it up right now. Islamic revolution or some shit. What the Hamas shit stand for? Yeah, Islamic. Where's that? Who know what it stand for? I forgot. It's Islamic something. Islamic resistance movement. All right, because it's in Arabic. All right, the Haraka al Mukawama, Haraka al Mukawama al Islamiyah. All right, it's to say Islamic resistance movement. Okay, cool. So you say Hamas. All right. So you have a struggle with L. Okay. You say Hamas. Well, I can tell you right now, if you look at the anagram for Hamas, you get another word. Okay. Which is interesting because Israel would be the struggle or the wrestling with L. And Hamas, if you were to flip it around, you get Shama. All right. And if I say Shama, what am I saying? Sham. And Shama is a high place. Go look it up. Make me a truth teller. So I say Israel. All right. Which is a war with L. Takes place versus Shama or with Shama or in Shamaim. So I say Shamaim, I'm saying what? The heavens, which is also a high place. What am I referring to right there? The same thing that Ye put out when I told you with the How to Speak Elite book, all right? When I put out to promote the How to Speak Elite book, I came out and said what you miss about Ye or what you didn't understand that Ye was saying. Okay, he talked about Ephesians 6:12 by saying there were principles. He said, spank me with the principles. He said, send me to the principal's office and spank me with the ruler. But he was put principal with an S. He highlighted or put in parentheses the S, and he put next to the ruler's S. All right? So he say principal and ruler, okay, is to say principalities, rulers. So we go Ephesians 6:12. Let's type it in. Listen, everything I'm showing you, you're going to be able to look up for yourself to be able to understand. And I promise you it all makes sense. Ephesians 6:12. For we do not struggle or wrestle against flesh and blood, but against what? The rulers. listen, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present, what? Darkness. What was the name of my book? Out of the Darkness. Against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places, which is translated also as high places. So where's there a war taking place right now? Israel versus Hamas. Or there's a struggle, a wrestling. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. That's taking place in a high place. Ephesians 6:12. Don't ever forget it. You understand? I'm telling you, it's all there. It's a war. And nobody can get away from that war. It's happening regardless if you get it, if you don't get it, it's still going to happen. So if it's talking about heavenly places, we're talking about high places. What else are we talking about? Stars or celebrities. Okay, metaphorically speaking. Now, what did I tell y'all my purpose of becoming a celebrity was? What did I tell you? I said eventually, and all of this is recorded, I said eventually my platform will be big enough to war with these beings. Directly. I said also before that before my platform would rise, I said you will see Phase One's pillar. Who remembers? Rising in the east. I said it. I said, but before that happens, what was going to happen? You were going to see a lot of their celebrities fall. Now, at the end of 2022, that's when the pillar of Phase One started rising. Just as I told you. After a lot of their celebrities fell 2022. A lot of them. A lot. It got to the point where every month it was some other shit. Every month. At one point, it was week by week they were getting hit. Boom, boom, boom. Another one, another one, another one, another one. Yeah, I'm already warring. Exactly. That's why I told you directly. You'll get it. You'll get it. Right. I told my Omi, exactly. I told my Omi back in the beginning of 2020 what the prophecy was. I said, look over there. I pointed toward the sky. I said, look over there. I said, those are the pillars of the celebrities. I said, you're going to witness them fall. They're going to start dropping. I said, and after that takes place, all right, you'll see the Phase One pillar rise up. Okay, well, that's happening now, but that's not the end of the prophecy. There's more to come. Okay, so if I make all of this up, which I'm grateful that you can see now, okay, that's not it. If I'm making all of this up, it wouldn't be laud in my books. Now, let's go to the Out of the Darkness book, because somebody asked about OVO. I remember. All right. We're going to go to, we can start at page 27. All right. Right here in the Out of the Darkness book that came out somewhere around that time. All right. This book, Out of the Darkness, explains about Drake. Okay, watch. Where we at? What a time. I say these government officials also worship Baal, or the owl being. And they are all, listen, all satanic. Drake, dragon. Remember, Drake is to say Satan or dragon. I showed you that. What a time to be alive. You and yours versus me and mine. Again, who? Michael and his angels. Because remember, Michael wasn't fighting by himself in Revelation chapter 12. All right? Michael didn't fight by himself. He fought with other angels, and Drake came with other angels. There's a war that's been going on. All right? Drake, red light, OVO, which makes the owl, who is Baal, who is also Lamb, all right, who is also the gray. There's a whole breakdown that I'll give you for that, to explain to you who OVO is and show you in real time. Okay? So, those are the lyrics of the draconian resonating artist, all right, called Drake, who literally gives all praises to the sixth god, which is Baphomet. When you say 6 and 9, or the yin and yang, you're saying the dark and the light. Yemaya or Yera wa Shemesh, the moon and the sun. All right. However, the Baphomet emblem or symbol is not the representation of the moon and the sun. It's the moon only, the lesser light only, the 6 only. Anytime there exists a realm that becomes overrun, listen, by the 6 ether forces only, those forces dominate, and eventually you do not have balance. You do not have order. You have red right here, disorder. Are you with me? So think of what image the one called Drake, pushes out to the world. It's the same image of Molech or Baal, the owl. It appears as the OVO, letter set in place to reveal the face of an owl. So this war, listen, this war is God versus the devil. That is just the simplest way to put it. Because there are some who see what's happening on the planet from outside of your atmosphere that see that there is evil here. And they left certain messages like they did with the crop circle that was translated with some type of encryption with the binary code. And they said, beware of the false gifts that certain beings brought or would be bringing. Watch. All right. This is back in 2002. All right. I only did the date because I didn't know how the fuck to pronounce that shit. And I didn't want to embarrass myself. This one is one of the most fascinating out here. It reveals an alien face as well as a coded message. After much time was spent on decoding the message, the following statement was revealed. All right. Beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. Much pain, but still time. Damaged word. All right. Meaning they didn't know what that word was. There is good out there. We oppose the Decepticons. Deception. All right. Conduit closing bell sound. All right. This was what they say they really found as a crop circle with a message. Yeah, this one, 2002. That 2002. Actual crop circle with encrypted message. All right. They also said, believe that there is good out there, as in what? Outer space or the heavens. Not all of those beings agree with how this ship is being ruled. Human beings are living in a farm. The harvest is you and your children called your seed. There has been a war concerning that for the longest. It's been a long time coming. Fear not, though. Change is here now. One thing I had to learn and come to understand is that it takes time for people to catch up to even what is right in front of them. Sometimes I'm waiting for them. All right. And I will wait as long as I am able to. But all they have to do is read the realm. All you, reader, have to do is read the realm you're in. All right. Read the world around you. Ikra was the first word they gave unto Nabi Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ikra, read, Muhammad. Read so that you may come out of the darkness into the light. This message has been echoing throughout the boundless universe. Can't you hear the call? Are you of the knowing? All right. So this is going to go into Kanye. So I don't want to go too far because you asked about OVO. So let's get into it. OVO is to say what? October's very own. October's very own is supposed to be Drake, the dragon. All right. So we look at the dragon. Let's look at it. Let's look at it right now. Is that right? Okay, there we go. OVO, October's very own. Okay? Now let's look. If you really look at this man, you can tell, really. He slick, look like an owl. If you really pay attention. It just look like, it's like, how that happened like that? Bro, look just like an owl. I ain't gonna care. I ain't even roasting, bro. I'm just saying. Bro really could put on for the owl shit. All right, OVO, October's very own. All right, so if you didn't know what it stands for, now you got it. October's very own. Well, who is October's very own? Aubrey. Well, I know you didn't expect me to be able to tell people. That's what the fuck I'm here for, though. October's very own. Let's say, what's Drake's birthday? We know it to be October 24th, if you don't know it. All right. October 21st is Drake's birthday, right? October. Okay? Drake, the dragon, Shaitan, who is the wickedest being to live, who look like an owl and you can't unsee it. So, who else was born October? I think I'm starting to see something here. Aleister Crowley was also born October. And that is October's very own. Because why the fuck would Drake be October's very own? It's just fucking Drake. But I think the Crowley, which is the snake, if you go watch the show, The Omen, or Good Omen, all right, Crowley, October, I think that makes sense because this Aleister Crowley person pay homage to a being called Lamb. And Lamb is this Drake looking ass nigga. Lamb is this owl looking ass nigga. Lamb. He said, come on, Faise, how you doing that? I'll show you how I'm doing it. Because watch this. Did I make it up? Or is 1, 2, 3. Boom. Aleister Crowley. Today they call them angels and demons. Tomorrow they will call them something else. Aleister Crowley. Right? There goes a gray. Okay? Now, look, this is my first time seeing this shit. I ain't never seen this post, this actual picture. So somebody else figured this shit out. Either that or they read my shit. Right? Either way, they figured it out. There's a gray. There's Lamb. And here's October's very own. We said, but Faise, but where's the owl? I thought you never asked. I'm glad you did. Give me a second. I'll pull it up for you. Right? Let me show you. That's How to Speak Elite. They got to be How to Speak Elite. I actually got to pull this shit up real quick. Because if you go into my book, How to Speak Elite, I showed you. If it takes too much time, I'll just pull up on Google. I showed you in the book, How to Speak Elite, that the owl is the gray alien. It's taking too long. All right, cool. So then I'll just show you. All right. So that's the owl or the gray. That's Lamb. Okay. All right. So let's look at a gray, an owl. You see? It's the gray. They only slick to you. They ain't slick to me. They not slick. So if I made this up, he do his own echoes and shit. Then why the fuck is there a movie? Tell me why there's a movie called, or a documentary called The Fourth Kind. If you, how we get the book? You get the book by, you can send a donation right there. You see Play for Change, Cash App. Send a donation and send your email. It's actually a package. It's 10 books. So you get all 10. There's a documentary called The Fourth Kind, right? Who remembers? Anybody remember The Fourth Kind documentary? And in The Fourth Kind documentary, wait, didn't I explain that in the book, Out of the Darkness? I did. There we go. I got it right here. I'll read it for you. Boom. So, what happened? Do we go all the way back? Oh, I ain't got time to do all this. All right, cool. So, right. This phenomenon was recorded in many ancient stories, yet I tell you that it is still a present-day phenomenon. Baal is still coming, meaning they still travel around and abduct people. They abduct children, people go missing, and their loved ones and friends will never hear from them again. This is what was happening in Nome, Alaska, where there were so many odd disappearances, and to this day, those cases remain unsolved and unexplained. The authorities couldn't figure it out. They made a documentary on it. It was called The Fourth Kind. During that documentary, the audience is shown camera footage that shows that those beings were able to come and take children, and that based on the descriptions given by the people affected by these events, those beings are not just some beings flying around with wings like the commercialized depictions of angels. This is because even the ancient descriptions of depictions of wings often meant that they could fly. But those ancient people were not familiar with the advanced technologies called spaceships or aircrafts, etc. So Baal, Moloch, Baphomet, Lucifer, Azazel, all right? These are the Decepticons or the Ra'ah or the disagreeables, sometimes referred to as the cherubs or the cherubim or the cherubim. All right. These were all beings who fell in the category of what was called the owl people because they could fly and they literally resemble owls as far as their eyes being larger than humans' eyes and their heads being larger than humans' heads. Think of the owl statue that sits at the Air Force Base disguised as a cult meeting place, like what Alex Jones had everybody believing, referred to How to Speak Elite book by Faise One. That owl that most people say is Moloch or Molech or MLK. Listen, MLK is a word that means ruler, Molech. All right. Baal also means ruler or Lord or king. And if you say Baal out loud, you will hear the word owl hidden in tone, Baal. It was also mentioned in the Fourth Kind documentary. Okay, when they put those victims under hypnosis or hypnotic regression to see why they were having all of these experiences and nightmares, which were expressed as these memories of some owl beings outside their windows, listen, or in the room with them. It was found out that all of these people were having a certain realization that the beings from their nightmares and experiences, weren't just owls. They were extraterrestrial beings. Did I make this up? Or can you go find a documentary called The Fourth Kind? Do note that the same beings were said in the documentary to speak an ancient Sumerian language and that the gods were also documented in the ancient Sumerian stories. All right. These guys were different rulers or overseers of the many projects and operations on planet Earth concerning the affairs of both the human beings and the gods. These are the rulers. All right. So think about the people who were associated with or grouped in with QAnon. All right. What were they often speaking about or speaking out about? Child sacrifice, child trafficking, child consumption, adrenochrome. Here is the code of QAnon. If you speak into the word itself and read it as it's spelled, or peek into the word itself and read it as it's spelled, QAnon is the word canon. Like the word canon, word that meant rule, all right, or ruler. It has always been about the rulership. That's what all of this is about. Canon cabal, all right, the rulership of canon or canon. These government officials also worship Baal, the owl being, and they are all satanic. What a time to be alive, you and yours versus me and mine, all right? So I'm explaining to you that when we speak of the owl, you're speaking of Aleister Crowley's lamb, who brought forth certain sciences to Aleister Crowley, perverted sciences to Aleister Crowley, made him false promises, was introduced to him to all type of dark sciences, right? And Lamb was depicted as an owl-faced being, okay? So who is the owl-faced being? Lamb. Who is October's very own? Aleister Crowley. And who is Drake, as in what does the word Drake mean? It means the dragon or shaitan. Who were the Greys? According to what was being recorded, often they were fallen angels. Let's look again at the cover art that he said his child drew. And you see the number 200. And you ask me, Faise, listen, as we talk, there are 200 people on the live. You say, Faise, how many fallen angels were there? I say 200. Okay? 200 fallen angels, or 200. This is what was recorded in the books of Enoch. All right? 200 angels came to planet Earth. All right? Or descended onto the planet, which is why you said fell. All right? The book I was reading just then is Out of the Darkness of the 10. And you'll find what I was reading on page 26 through page 30. Okay? That's crazy. It's interesting just to think about. One day I'll be able to cite my books. It's just interesting. People will cite my books one day. And it will be for a reason. It won't just be to cite it. It'll be able to connect dots for people. Right? So look at this. 200. Let's as a matter of fact, let me show you where else you can find it. This will be interesting. Let me show you where else you can find 200 angels. Or the 200 fallen angels. Because a lot of people didn't speak on the 200 fallen angels because it wasn't really a biblical thing. All right? You can speak about it in Genesis chapter 6 where you'll find out about the fact that there were angels that came down here. But it was outside of the Bible, so a lot of people discredited it or just dismissed it altogether. Okay? So let's look at it. Dr. York, watch. 200 fallen angels. This word, it gets even realer. What does it say right here? 200 fallen angels. Dr. Malachi York. From what? The True Light series. The True Light series.
I always say, like, you do not realize the power of just talking to somebody, just getting what is in.
Right? So here go the angels descending onto the planet. 200 fallen angels.
وحده لا شريك له الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله الوالي الكريم وصلى الله على الانبياء اجمعين والمسيح unholy spirit like in voodoo religion, right, and in a Pentecostal church where people call themselves getting the Holy Ghost or getting unholy spirits. No Holy Ghost sent down from the Heavenly Father is going to snatch any 60-year-old woman up out of a chair and throw her on the floor. Think about that. No spirit coming from heaven. When the Holy Spirit visited Mary, it did not snatch Mary up and throw her on the floor and Mary speaking gibberish. Right in the Bible, Mary conversed with the Spirit. Said, Hail Mary, thou hast been chosen above the women of the world. It spoke right to her. That you should conceive of the Holy Spirit, right? Right. Now, why is it in Mary's case, the Spirit didn't come in her chamber and she fall on the floor, start foaming and kicking and going, humble and big up like they do? Why is it when in the Bible, when the angel, the Holy Spirit came to Mary, he articulated, he was very clear, he spoke to her, he told her she was going to conceive of the Holy Spirit, and he left and she was endowed with the Holy Spirit. Correct? Correct. Why is it when the Holy Spirit struck Jesus, when he was being baptized?
So if you want to go listen to that, you go listen to that. 200 fallen angels, Dr. York. So you see again, the 200. All right, so we already broke this down. Listen, ask a motherfucker to break down this shit. see what they can say. You know what I mean? What is the meaning of this cover? Everything has a meaning, doesn't it? If anybody's supposed to be conscious and what you're supposed to understand that all things have a reason. What is the reason? Can you declare it? Can you speak the reason? You understand? So we had a goat that was being mentioned, which is being called now as a jackal, Jack-El, which is all to say the same thing. The goat is a Zazilla, one of the deceivers. All right. Goat is also Samael, one of the deceivers. The scorpion is a deceiver. All right. The snake or the serpent is a deceiver. The old dragon is a deceiver. The old serpent is a deceiver. The red dragon is a deceiver. All right. So then who else is a deceiver? All right. You have the jackal, the goat, all these beings are deceivers. So when he said what? It was a goat. He didn't just say the goat. He said the father, the daddy goat. Are you with me? If you've been watching, listen, I'm paying attention. I saw it on the video. He said his daddy goat. He said that goat is his dad. All right. Watch this. So then that goat, all right, is to say Baphomet, is to say Beelzebub, is to say all of these same names that have been said that I've been putting in the books to remind you about, okay, so that you can understand what war is taking place right now, okay? Because if you have a war where there's fallen angels here, they've been here. They've been here for a long time. You know what I'm saying? They've been stars. They've been worshipped. You understand? They've been put up on pedestals and people have bowed down before them. This isn't anything new. Okay, it's been like this for thousands of years. People have sacrificed their children to, right now, people are sacrificing their children to demons and don't even know they're sacrificing their children to demons. The more you let your children listen to demonic music, they're young. Their brains are still forming. All right. They don't have a prefrontal lobe as active as it should be, or why? Scientifically, it's not developed yet. All right. But also you could cause it to start to develop earlier. Did you know that? To literally, that's why when they were finding certain children, say they were gifted children, is because our prefrontal lobe was developed way before it was supposed to. Right? And we were called gifted children. I'm saying we because literally a lot of my teachers were not certified or qualified to teach me. They had to put me in special classes, not to say special ed as in receding or a special ed as in decelerate. They said special ed as in, bro, you don't even need to be doing this work. You need to be doing something else with your brain. I'm not making this up. They had gifted programs. All right, where they would take me out of certain classes and say, you're too advanced for this class. It's not even fair. They doing shit that you already know how to fucking do. And then they came out with something called the No Child Left Behind grant, where they were trying to slow that process down, okay, where it was harder to find these people now, harder to find these children, because you slowing the class down for them, for these people who don't know. You slowing everybody down who would have been gifted for the people who ain't at that level. So they said, well, if this motherfucker don't get it, then why are we going to move forward? So you won't move forward because the rest of the class don't understand it. But I get this already. We've been going over multiplication for 3 weeks. I know how to multiply. I learned it the first day. You just keep giving us more multiples and more. This will never end. Yeah, I thought we were learning how to multiply. Then when my teachers had to pull me aside, they started teaching me other things. They said, well, then try it this way. I said, what is this? It's called lattice multiplication. Okay, cool. They came back. I was done. I said, I get it. They said, well, you learned that fast. What? You showed me how to do it. What the fuck else was I supposed to do? You showed me how to do it. I learned it. Now, what do you want to do? We supposed to move on now, right? In 4th grade, I was doing algebra. Okay? They had a small group of students they had a program called Hands-On Algebra, where we literally started learning 9th grade math in 4th grade. That's what I was doing in 4th grade. You understand? Yeah, lattice multiplication. I said, look, I already know this. I'm in 2nd grade saying, look, I already get all this stuff. It's easy. That's just when it comes to math. And it's not to just flex. I know some of y'all probably had the same experience. I'm not flexing. I'm telling you that there were gifted people here. You understand? Children here that we weren't raised up on certain frequencies. So when we went out into the school systems, we was like magical children. You know what I'm saying? It was like amazing. It's like you done trained these children for damn near high school. And you send us into elementary. And we looking like, bro, all this shit is stupid and dumb. I used to have conversations with my Umi and say, I don't know what's wrong with those children there. And she used to have to explain to me, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that they haven't been exposed to what you've been exposed to. I thought something was wrong with them. All they wanted to do was just twiddle their thumbs and color, and I'm on some other level stuff. I'm like, bro, what is that? What are we doing? Why are we chilling? You feel what I'm saying? And when it came to social studies, I already know like that's not true. I was in 3rd, 4th grade telling my teachers that's not true. No, that's not what happened. They did this. No, they actually murdered those people. We didn't give them any land. That's my ancestors. Yeah, I can prove. My mama said that I can send a picture if y'all need it. We can bring a pictures up here. I was doing that in 4th grade. To the point where eventually they started putting me in different classes where we learned other things. And it was only like 4 or 5 people at times. And if you know about them gifted programs, that's how it really was. I'm not exaggerating. You feel what I'm saying? And it became normal. After a while, of course, by the time I got to late middle school, like 8th grade, into high school, they weren't doing it anymore like that. They just went into like advanced placement and stuff like that. But they still should have had them programs. You feel what I'm saying? They still should have had gifted programs because I was on some other shit in high school. To the point where I got to put out plenty classes because of that. Anyway, enough about me. My point is this. They're feeding people's children to the dragon. All right? They got the certain TikTok trends and all this other stuff that's threading through. All right? They got these programs being rolled out through these cartoons. All right? And if you're allowing your children to listen to this music, it's affecting them. You may not know how it's affecting them, but you might want to study how these vibrations affect children. These frequencies affect children and how your brain develops. If you introduce a child to sensuality, okay, before they're supposed to, I'm not talking about sexuality as in explaining to them that they're a girl or a boy, which is a whole different thing now. Because if you tell them they're a boy and they don't want to be a boy, they trying to group that in as child abuse. This is the dragon. How you know it's the dragon? Because you find the dragon reading to the children. You've seen them pop up reading to the children. That's what a lot of you was putting your fist in the air about. Say, why are they in the schools? You mean, why is the dragon in Sheol, in hell? Say it again. Why is Satan in hell? Does that make sense? That's where they're supposed to be at. The question is, why are your children in hell? Why do you send them to school? Why do you send them to hell? To be schooled, all right, or taught, listen, how to act in public or how to be publicized. You understand? That's when it becomes what? Public school. Why do you send your children to public school? And then complain about what the demons or devils are doing to your children. You feel what I'm saying? If anything, when you send your children there, give them the briefing. If you're able to, tell them, look, you may be amongst devils. My parents did this for me. You can call them crazy, but I turned out quite okay. You understand? I turned out fine. I'm not somewhere following some OG, trying to prove myself to some gang member. You understand? I'm not over here selling drugs and flooding the community with poison. All right? I'm not out robbing, stealing, and killing and drilling. I'm not promoting the shit in the music. I'm actually going against it. I think I turned out all right. With my Umi showed me, taught me how to identify devils. She said, watch the motherfucker that offers you the weed. You better watch him. Watch the motherfucker that tells you, come on, we got to go do this. You want to come with us? Watch the motherfucker that introduces you to porn. These were the devils placed around you. Are you with me? You feel me? So watch, listen, they got to come. I'm telling you, watch this. The more the war takes place, they going to come. Same thing with all the other devils. When we call them forth, they going to come. They going to come. And they going to feel it too. You with me? So don't feed your children to the beast and complain when the beast devours them. How do you know the dragon wants your children? Because you can find it in the book of Revelation that the dragon waits for the child to be born. And when the child is born, what is the intent of the dragon? The dragon wants to consume the child. So when you see the dragons reading to your children, it's because you're not in the school reading to your children. It's because you're not hands-on. You send your children to school, not saying you personally, I don't know you. You understand? It just helps to get the message across for those who need to hear it. You send your children to school as a hiatus or a vacation time to get away from your children, to do whatever things you want to do. Do what grown people do. You take it as a break. Some of you do it for work. Some of you do whatever you do it for, but you're not in the schools. What happened to the hands-on parents? Well, you see them motherfuckers. Remember the parents that used to be there? Who remembers? What they used to call them? It was always 2-3 parents. It was always like they went to school with us. Damn, what the fuck they called them? Somebody commented. Who remember what they thought them parents was called? I don't know if it was, I think it might have been parent liaison, something like that. But they used to always fucking be there. You know what I mean? The motherfucker doing the work with us. Now, what? Ain't no parents in the school. You don't know what it wasn't really chaperone. I think it might have been liaison. I don't think it was a chaperone. It was like they were just there. They weren't, the chaperone was like when you go on like the field trips. I'm talking about the motherfuckers who was there. You might say, I think it was parent liaison, but it might be volunteer. I think it was liaison though. That's the word I remember them saying. But the point is this, all right? You should be in the children. I mean, you should be in the schools. Don't be in the children. You should be in the schools. Hands on. Right? If the teacher's saying some fucked up shit, you should be able to tell them, hey, don't say that to them children. If they teach some shit that's false, you should be able to tell them, hell no, don't. That ain't right. You should be able to write. Listen, you want to know what my Umi taught me to do? She said, push the pen. If there was anytime there was an issue, my Umi said, you need to be documenting that. Did you write that down? Did you put the date? Did you write that up? And say, my teacher did this to me this day. Or they said this to me this day. You see what I'm saying? You should be able to write it up. My Umi taught me to push the pen. My Umi taught me when there was an issue that I should be able to take note and go according to the chain of command. And if the chain of command doesn't want to honor my ability to do that or my right to do that, go over their head. Yes, my parent told me to go over the head of the chain of command if the chain of command don't want to act right. That's why I made friends with the board of education, the superintendent, all of them, every school I went to, because there was always a motherfucker tripping. There's always some teacher that don't understand. I don't give a fuck. You working a job. My mama told me you're just working a job. That you clock out. My mama told me ain't really nothing special to you. That really you don't even be halfway knowing the shit you teaching. They give you the plans, the lessons. They give you the notes and everything to tell us about. That's why when I ask you questions, you don't know what the fuck you even talking about. You only know what the fuck you've been told to tell us, to program us. A lot of them don't be masters in the shit they teach. Because you don't got to be a master. Because a lot of people are taught not to question shit. So, okay, cool. Christopher Columbus, America. I said, but this shit right here say Bahamas. This shit say this nigga ain't never touched fucking soil. You feel what I'm saying? And then you get into that conversation. There's a lot of conversation that I had in class with these teachers saying, you don't know what you're talking about, do you? You don't really know what you're teaching. You know what I'm saying? So we should be in the schools. There should be more adults present. So that way, if there's time for somebody to read to the children, you got to ask yourself, they didn't just walk in and say, hey, can I read to the kids? They say, yeah, go ahead. You right. No, they went through somebody. They talked to the principal. They talked to somebody, secretary, got a meeting, planned this out with the principalities. Listen, the principals of hell. And the principalities said, yes, you may. come in dressed up as a demon, a dragon, a Samuel, a Drake, a Dracula, all right, or a drag. That's what you really call it when you say drag. All right. They say, why are they in drag? You mean, why are they the ones who are associated themselves with dragons in dragon attire? When you start looking at it, the words right there, the spells is showing you exactly what the fuck they're up to. You say, how are the trans associated with dragons? Drag queens. Dragons. Or the queen dragons. You ever saw Shrek? You with me? They know what they're doing. In Shrek, what color was the dragon? Red. In the book of Revelation, what color was the dragon? Red. Who was the dragon that wanted to devour the children? The red dragon. You with me? So y'all better pay attention. He said, well, I thought they came in all the colors. Yeah, they came in all the colors. They came in all the colors because why? How many people was able to pay attention to what I broke down years ago? Where I said, well, did you notice the order and what they put on top? Red comes first in their order. All right? And that red light is what they're emitting to the rest of the children or to the rest of the world. To the point where now it becomes more and more and more and more and more and more and more about what? Deception. If your child says he's a girl, but he's a boy, and you say, no, you're a boy, if you let one of the dragons hear you say that, they will try to convince you that you are abusing your child. It's already there. Okay? But nobody wants to say that trying to convince a child that they should be trying to express sexuality of any kind, whether they're 3 years old, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, or 17 years old, right, is not only pedophilia, it within itself is molestation. They're molesting the children intentionally. Say, you know you can be a girl, right? Videos going around. You say, one of the females, some Caucasoid, was talking to her Caucasoid son. Listen, I haven't fed into the delusion. So I've seen some people feed into the delusion. It's cringy as fuck. You can respect people without feeding into their delusion. All right? She was talking to the son and said, does having a penis feel like, what was it? A defect or a birth defect? Her son said, it is a birth defect. She doesn't know that this child, if they were to watch enough Ninja Turtles, might want to be Raphael. This child were to watch enough Paw Patrol, might want to be whoever the fuck the green niggas is. I don't know their names. If they watch enough of the cartoons or they watch enough of the TV shows, they put out these images and they're exposed to these images. They start looking up to them. They might emulate them. So what was he watching or being exposed to or being taught that programmed him to respond and say it is a birth defect? Who taught him what a birth defect was? Who taught him to associate his genitals with a birth defect? Who taught you to hate yourself? I was playing. You know what I'm saying? You don't get it? That's molestation. And everybody's also, they like, okay, yeah, you know, parents should be able to raise their kids how they raise their kids. This is how they get you. This is why Baphomet is sitting there with the children. This is why Baal is featured holding the children. This is why Satan, or Santa, wants you to bring your children to the mall. Bring them all to the mall. All right? In the Christmas spirit, the spirit of the Christian massacre. All right? Sit them on his lap so that he can ask them what they desire and grant their wishes. And y'all are Christians? Do I need to repeat it? Christians celebrate a holiday where there's a demon featured in the holiday as the face of the holiday. And that demon is dressed in all red. And he rides around in a sleigh, which is what you do when you murder. You slay. Okay? And he has other demons with him. The Dancer, the Prancer, who are them names? Bixen and Blixen and Dixon. And Marcus and Maverick and them niggas. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. All them niggas. Jared, he was there. And who was the main nigga? Nigga named Rudolph. You know they black. Listen. Nigga named Rudolph. Blixen. Tyrone. Right? And what did they say? Rudolph the red-nosed. Listen. Reindeer had a very shiny nose. All right? And if you ever saw him, what would you say? You would even say it glows. What? There's a red light associated with a deer. Why? There's a red outfit associated with Santa Claus. Why? He comes down the chimney. Why? There's a whole door. There is literally a door. Every house don't have a chimney, but every house got a fucking door. Why do they say chimney? Because he descends unto the fire. He's an angel that falls. You say, Faise, how the fuck is this an angel? Does he not fly? Does he not have a craft that travels? And we know it travels fast, lightning speed. How do you know that? Because there's no other way you will be able to visit all them houses in one shadow hour unless you got a fast craft. The same fast crafts that were observed thousands of years ago, where the same Santas or Baals or owls or grays flew on them thousands of years ago. 10,000 years ago, you see their faces painted on the caves. You still hear people talking about them. You got people all over Nevada talking about some comeback. They've had some type of encounter with some grays flying around in some crafts or some slaves that move like lightning. Go watch the documentary Phenomenon. All right. And in the end of that documentary, you will see them all put a compilation together of all these people who describe the speed of their vehicles. And they all say it shot off or it did shoo or it just went and it left and it went fast and it blinked away. Lightning speed. All right. Other names would be fast walkers. The ones who you ever hear the word fast walker? A fast walker is a craft that moves like light. Super fast. Flugeroids. Foo Fighters. All right. All kind of names for them. Unknowns. Okay. All right. So this being called Shaitan, Satan, claws, who wants to trap your children in just that, his claws, comes down the chimney, descends onto the fire. All right. And then plants things under your tree. Boxes or gifts under a tree in the midst of your garden. You set up your garden to protect your children, yes or no? Don't you have a security alarm system in your house to protect your children, yes or no? You put up burglary bars to protect your children, yes or no? You got a gun to protect your children, yes or no? You tell your children, don't run across the street, don't talk to strangers, good touch, bad touch, to protect your children, yes or no? You have a garden of delight. And that light is a healing light or a protecting light. Are you with me? It's the green light. Are you with me? Somebody said, look, the Grinch stole Christmas. The Grinch is green. Now you're reading. They also wanted the Oscar to be green. He the grumpy one. He the bad one. In Elmo's world, who has you in a world of red or world illusion. All right. La, 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 la. Elmo's world. Elmo loves his goldfish. For whatever reason. Right? Hope you're listening. You got stockings hanging over your fireplace. Do you know why? Do you know that is symbolic of when they used to hang the children over flames for sacrifices to Baal? Did I make this up? I didn't. Go research what I'm telling you. Children being sacrificed to Baal. And you will find that not only is it appearing there, it appears in Molech's story. It also appears with the Bohemian Grove when one of the rituals that they've shown forth through Alex Jones and other people was what? They take the effigy, was supposed to be a body, okay, and they take it around flames. But you hang this stocking up, which is symbolic of your child hanging over a fireplace. And you put things in it over a fire. Huh? Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Yeah. Huh? Okay. And then there's a tree in the midst of the garden. You forgot about that because your garden is the garden of delight or the garden of Eden. It's supposed to be protected. But then a snake gets through. Shaitan, how did he get through? How does he get in your house? They said even if you don't have a chimney, the motherfucker makes the chimney appear to come down it. They told us anything. Remember they used to give us reindeer food? I looked at this and said, this is reindeer food. I said, you talking about this oatmeal that you just pour glitter in? They said, come on, you got to use your imagination. Why do I have to use my imagination if this is what the fuck you telling me it is? Give this to the reindeer. And they sent us home with a bag of dry oatmeal and glitter. And all the children were excited. And I was the only one telling them, I said, y'all know this is oatmeal, right? This ain't, the fuck is this? The glitter is to make it look sparkly and magical. So this random nigga walking around in your home, as a snake does, you don't know he's there. Does a snake announce himself when they walk into your house? Or do you just happen upon it? You were having a good day. You did your makeup. You did your nails. You hit the right angles. You had breakfast and orange juice and toast. You feel what I'm saying? Your husband's at work. The children at home. Children at school. And you walking around and motherfuckers say, hey. He's ah! And you never know. They don't never listen. Snakes do not knock. You never know how they got in here. How? Ah! Nobody's there to save you and shit. Everybody gets home, you outside on the yard doing daily tasks. You decided to cut the grass today. It's going to be in there. Somebody going to have to kill it, but it ain't going to be you. Somebody got to catch it. It ain't going to be you. But does it announce itself? No, it sneaks in. You just happen to open up the refrigerator, motherfucker says, sup. It scares the shit out of you. So, you know what I mean? You got this snake roaming around in your house. You don't know he's there. You know what I mean? They said, ooh, some cookies. They said, leave out food for the robber. Make sure you leave food out for this random ass nigga that's coming in the house. Ooh, some cookies. Ooh, some milk. Right? He said, ooh, some milk and cookies. And he leaves gifts. Watch. Under a tree. Where on the top of the tree, what did they tell you to put on the top of the tree? Who remembers? What did you always see, especially in melanin dominant people's households? What did you see on the top of the tree? An angel. All right. A messenger at the top of the tree. Stay with me. And on that tree, they told you to hang ornaments. All right. And up under the tree were gifts. We would talk coming up. All right. About those boxes. Those were also offerings to that angel. Who is the angel on top of the tree? Who is that angel on top of the tree? And what are the gifts for? Those are the children in boxes. Go watch the movie Love and Thunder. Marvel. The children put in boxes. Go listen to my song, Here Comes Santa Claus. I explained it. Children put in boxes. That angel at the top of the tree is Baal. Baphomet. Shaitan. The one who required child sacrifice. You understand? So you got to be cautious of not just what you celebrating because like it's some voodoo shit or hoodoo shit that you're going to be celebrating. It's not about that. It's about the fact that they can deceive a whole world. December 25th, they say, oh, this is Christ's birthday. You understand? So they make it about what? The Christian spirit, not understanding to you that they're talking about the Antichrist spirit. The spirit that goes against the oil or the anointed ones and wants to devour the children. Why would they want to devour the children? What's the point, Faise? The point is you get the children, you get the future. You get the children, you get the future. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Right? And it's more than a belief. It's the reality. If you're not having children, what's the future? If human beings, immediately, if something happens, if the planet was to release a certain type of gas, right, without into the atmosphere, and human beings breathed it in and didn't even know they were breathing it in, and it caused every male and female, all right, Homo sapien or human being, okay, to become infertile. That will be the end of you human beings. All right? The only ones who will be able to do something about that end will be the scientists who prepare for things like that. All right? To reverse infertility and sterilization and, all right, or do test tube babies and got children put up, you know what I'm saying, just in case. You understand? Those be the only ones who survive that. Everybody else, naturally, you would perish. Natural selection. It's possible. It's very possible. You understand? No future. So the children being the future would say that if the children are the future, then who would they come for if they wanted to control the world that you don't even know is coming? They would come directly for the children. Why would they do that? Because they feel, and they're right, that the masses of adults are already deceived. They're already deceived. Yet these children that are being born up under the sun cycle have newer genetic activations that's happening in a whole different way. Anybody been around newborns or children anywhere between being a newborn to 5 years old? These children are different. They're all old souls. All of them are looking at you say, what's going on? What is this? We thought you haven't figured out by now. All of them are old souls. Their eyes are wider. Their heads are bigger. These are different children. They come in and they're already looking around. Say, oh, who asked you smacking? Who is you? Oh, you gonna let him do that? Nah, we won't do that, player. We ain't, no, I don't know. I can cry by myself. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Don't touch me. Don't ever touch me. They come out there, listen, babies are coming out. They don't do, listen, it used to take time. Babies coming out with full afros. You trying to figure out why your heart was burning and shit? You giving birth to Afro Thunder. Motherfucker come out with a fist already in the air. It crowns before he do. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? They try to give it a shot. The baby say, that won't be necessary. I'm trying to tell you, these are not normal children. They want your children. They wanted us. I'm a part of the indigo generation. Not a lot of us made it through. They injected us with a lot of stuff. All right, they injected us with a lot of stuff, and they injected us with a lot of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of us didn't make it through, but a lot of my generation were indigos, as prophesied. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. They tried to take me from my mother. They tried to take me from her. And she wasn't going, so don't go. Fuck what these people talking about. Remember these motherfuckers that dressed up that day? You know what I mean? They're just people. They don't have any real authority. If you say no, if they force you, you got not only a lawsuit, all right, you got the whole hospital shut down. You don't have to do anything. I tell my sister I have 4 babies now. You know what I mean? And my mama had 8. So me being the second oldest, I got to watch them try to play plenty games when it comes to the children. You don't have to accept any of that shit. If you say something wrong, something's wrong. All right? Lean on your own discernment. These babies come out, they walking out of the womb. They don't even crawl. They just roll over, hop down, say, come on. Come on, goddamn, we don't got time. We don't got time. Every second counts. What the fuck is you still laying there for? Get it together. Listen, if I was making it up, I wouldn't say it. Listen, it's all real. They want your children because if you get them same powerful children to be of the amber light, oh, we got a problem in the future. You got a problem. Notice, always listen, when you see these videos, for the most part, I'm not trying to be funny. It's like it's the same type of read. It's always some Caucasoid. I'm not trying to be funny. Got some different spiky-like hairstyle, like they look goth damn near. And they be screaming and shit, doing all kind of extra shit. Screaming at motherfuckers. Like they possessed. You know what I mean? They always like, you know what I'm saying, built interesting. And it's just like, bro, these motherfuckers are ghouls. Running around telling you what to do with your children. It's like, why now? Why now? What was all of this for all of the ages where children were being preyed on by people in the family? Children were being preyed on by motherfuckers in the community. What was all of this interest in the children for all these years that came and went? Why now is it just you supposed to feel how they feel about the children? Because that's Baphomet's agenda. You understand? It's all about the children. He feel like he already got adults. Well, let me tell you how he know he got adults, or he feel like he got adults. Because you'll say, this music isn't for children. And then I'll ask you, who is it for? Who is it for? I'm going to ask it again. Let's do it again. No, turn it off. That ain't for children. Then who is it for? If it's not for your children, then who is it for? Notice, all the things that aren't for children are harmful to you. You say they can't drink the alcohol that ain't for children. Then why are you drinking it? Is it healthy? No. Right? You say, no, don't let them watch that. That ain't for children. Then why are you watching it? Is it healthy for you to watch that? No. The only thing that you can say isn't for children that adults are to do is to bring more children, which is sex. The over-sensualization of it has destroyed the adults and the generation before these adults. So then they're not worried about the adults because the adults will say it's not for children, not realizing that the music that they put out is for nobody. It's not healthy for anyone. When I tell y'all to do the fast, what I tell you to do, or for those of you who've been walking with me, what I say when we do the fast, I say, don't listen to drill. Don't listen to any trap music. Listen to these words. Drill. Shit is being drilled into your skull. Would you want that to happen? Would you want drill to be in your life for real? Would you want a world where you walk outside and motherfuckers is drilling on your street and you got to duck every 5 seconds? Is that the reality you want? Listen. Listen to this. Trap music. Would you want to be trapped? Has anybody ever been trapped? I don't know if am I the only one that's ever been trapped before? I'm not talking about like locked up. That's one way. But like when you remember when you was a child and you had that little moment of panic when you woke up in the AM and you can't find the opening of the blanket. Anybody been that small before? Listen, I've been that small before. Where it's like, oh shit. That's not a good feeling. Anybody ever had to call for help? You were so trapped. Anybody ever been stuck before? Somebody in here stuck their head through the railing. Because I did. Somebody stuck their head through the railing. Your mama said, don't ask motherfucker, and had to help you. She had to go pour the little oil and shit. You know what I mean? You just sitting there waiting. Anybody ever been stuck before? It's not a good feeling. So would you really want to be trapped? So why listen to trap music? You don't want to be drilled. You understand? So why listen to drill music? You don't want drill in your life. So why listen to drill music? You know what I'm saying? Even if something, I'll take your man. Is that fun? Is it fun to get your man took? Is that fun? Do people lose their life over that type of shit? Do people end up in jail over that type of shit? Is any of that really fun? Think about it. I'm not talking about the toxicity that has convinced you it's fun. I'm saying a reality of you don't even know when you go to work if one of your friends is trying to sleep with your husband or sleep with your boyfriend, or one of your brothers is trying to backdoor you on your girlfriend or on your wife. You understand? Or one of your homeboys trying to get at your girl. You notice your girl, your homeboy knows your girl, he's still trying to get at her. That makes you uncomfortable. You can't even feel like you can't even bring your girl around the guys because you got the guys trying to plot on the girl that you with. There's no respect. There's no honor. But what every rapper say, I'll take your. You understand? And then what every female, I'll take your man. So you'll take somebody woman, you'll take somebody man. Everybody taking everybody from everybody. Diseases is running rampant. You understand? It takes too much work for a motherfucker to get checked up now. Because you're dealing with too many people. You got to get checked up every week. People don't want to do that. So they just wing it. And then you hear these stories. Am I making any of this up? Stop me when I am. Where the shit done ran rampant in the community. Everybody in the community got herpes. Say, how is this possible? I say, you really need to know? You really need a scientific lesson on how sexually transmitted diseases are transmitted? It's in the word, or it's in the phrase. Then motherfuckers start saying shit like it's just everybody got chlamydia. Everybody has it. In one community. But everybody's sleeping with each other still. Then for the righteous ones, where you honoring, you doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't stepped out the house. You understand? You being faithful to who you being faithful to. But they step out and they bring some shit to you. This ain't for you to be paranoid. I'm telling you, is this fun? Is it fun? The actuality of it, is it really fun? When it's not fun to contract. It's not fun to come up with all these different illnesses that they got out here, diseases they got out here. It's not fun to be paranoid, all right? But they got all this music about. So promiscuous music. Is it really a reality you want? And it's not. Murder music. Is that fun? No, it's not. When people die, this shit ain't fun. Black youngster lost a brother. He was on here crying his heart out. Talking about God. This is the same motherfucker who promoted death and laughed and mocked a motherfucker who died. That, you talking about him? Crying about death? Ain't no way. Say it ain't so. Black youngster, that must mean that this shit ain't no fucking game. So why are you promoting it to other people like it's just supposed to be fun and then your brother get killed? Rest in peace to your brother. He gets killed and now you on here crying. And you want to go to war with the world because the shit ain't fun. So stop promoting it. I'm not talking about natural death. I'm not talking about stop telling stories about the elders who lived and went on because it's promoting natural death. You're talking about an unnatural death where all of us in here is experiencing some way, shape, form, or fashion, someone taken away from us. All right. That should still be here. Meaning if it were not for that event, that's a different type of pain that a mother goes through, that a brother goes through, that a sister goes through, and you glorify it. There's a different type of pain where even if you were to get justice for the person, it's not enough because the person is still not here. You would rather them be here than the motherfucker be in prison. That's in all actuality. Justice is just one of the ways to put a Band-Aid on something. It doesn't really heal. You understand? So then why promote it? So when I came out and challenged the music industry and said, y'all, what are y'all doing? What are we doing? 4PF, what are y'all doing? YSL, what are y'all doing? 4K Trey, what are y'all doing? YFN, what are y'all doing? OTF, what are y'all doing? This isn't a fun situation in reality. And all of y'all done suffered losses. The fact that all of you have suffered losses, you lost Nipsey Hussle, what I say in the Fly High song. You lost Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, Vaughn. You understand? PNB Rock passed away, murder, and Black Youngster made a song, dropped a song afterward and said, don't make this robbery hard, you get shot in your face. Triple X died from gunfire. Dolph died from gunfire. How did Takeoff die? Gunfire. And you motherfuckers still got the nerve to even promote. Why is Lil Baby still promoting artists that's pushing this shit? Because how did Marlo die? Gunfire. How did Hot Boy Jimmy die? And that was one of my peoples. Although it were an accident, how did he die? Gunfire. Hot Boy Jimmy was one of mine. I knew Hot Boy Jimmy personally. He went to school with me. That young brother would come in. We had the same class. We had a teacher in our class named Miss Thompson. He would come in, sit, him and his brother DT, who I understand why you walked away too, bro. I understand. I get why Nuda walked away. I get why all y'all walked away, because you don't like the fact that I call everybody out. But if you knew me, I've been doing that since we was in school. But him and DT used to come in, who now people know as Cold-Hearted Savage, and they'll sit. And they was how they was. When they come in class, they was how they was. They was in their state that they was in. And they be having their shit going on. I'll be doing the class work. And I would sit, literally be us in the back of the class. I'd sit across from the two of them, and I would teach them. They would ask certain questions about Illuminati and the Masons and Christianity, religion, and what this mean and what you do when you say what that symbol mean. And they would sit and they would listen. And what I've noticed, DT was listening, but Jimmy was listening more. And he really started to apply it. You understand? Gunfire. And you still glorified it. That's why I came out against them. And I didn't mind making them uncomfortable. I didn't mind reminding them of the discomfort that we experience every day in our communities. I don't mind reminding you that the reason why Takeoff died is because of the climate that y'all support. You want me to cry for Takeoff, and you ain't crying for these thousands of children that's losing their life. Somebody tell Dirk that it ain't just about changing the message. It's about reversing what you've done. Somebody tell 21 Savage that part of the reason why everybody went on drill is because of him. He's the main reason, as a matter of fact. It's because of what? Red, peep the color, ops. That changed everything. I was there. DJing. That shit changed everything. Red ops. So instead of being upset with me, because I'll tell the truth and speak the truth and do something about it, if you know, you know. Deal with it for real. I explained in the book Out of the Darkness why Trouble was killed. Did anybody else explain it? Is anybody else paying attention? Did anybody else pay attention to the fact that Trouble's name ended with the light word or? O-R-R, or, light. His middle name, C. Monte, C. Munster, go look it up, which is Leviathan. Huh? It's right here in the book. I got it. Y'all upset with me for the wrong things. It's right here. Where is it at? Did I put trouble in out of the darkness? I think I did. That should be in the beginning then. Am I thinking, is it out of the darkness? It is out of the darkness. I'm looking for it now. There you go. Well, I explained to people, I said, look, I'll read it for you. If you have been watching, you may have noticed that ever since the music industry started to lose pillars back to back over these past few years, since 2019, 2020, artists with more positively charged messages like Tim's and Iniko have risen up in the algorithm. You may or may not remember, yet it is still a fact, that I uttered the prophecy back in 2020 and said that after a group of stars fell, a great group of stars fell, after a great group of pillars collapsed, listen, after a great group of celebrities fell, other pillars of light would rise up to assist the efforts of rectification, and then the pillar of Faise One would rise up in the east. Tim's and Iniko were two examples of pillars that rose up with messages and tones of enlightenment. You can read the realm as I have taught you how to in my other books and teachings and songs, and you can see when and why these two pillars rose up. These two artists were sending out messages dealing with the time we're in, where there's evidently a spiritual war, listen, in the Out of the Darkness book, taking place. We wrestle not, Israel. We wrestle not. We struggle not against flesh and blood, if you hear me. All right? Tim's, the name, brings you to the word tempest, which is the Latin word for what? Time. Iniko, the name, literally means the time of trouble. About a month after Iniko released the MP3 for the viral song King's Affirmation. Listen, King's Affirmation. The rapper called Trouble was killed by a man. Who remembers the name of the man? Remember, I released this book this year. Who remembers the name of the man who killed Trouble? Somebody comment. Did anybody remember? Who killed Trouble, the rapper? What was his name? His name was Michael. Michael. His name was Michael. Right? Watch this. About a month after Iniko, which means time of trouble, released the MP3 for the viral song King's Affirmation, the rapper called Trouble was killed by a man named Michael. I want you to look closer at the name of the murderer. Means God, and Michael means one who is like God. That name, Michael, is the name of a warring angel that is mentioned in the book of Revelation. He and his fleet of angels war with and are set to war with. I don't think y'all understand yet. He and his angels war with and are set to war with Satan, the dragon, Tanin, that old serpent called the devil. Revelation 12, chapter 12, verse 7 through 9. Now let's break down the name of the rapper who was slain. Trouble's real name. Remember, I released this earlier in this year, 2023. All right. Trouble's real name is Mariel. Coincidence? No such. Mariel, which means what? Star of the sea. The starfish, which is the five-pointed star of the sea, which is Leviathan, the sea serpent. His middle name, Samante, means seaman, as in seaman, all right, or that seaman or sea monster that is called Leviathan, You'll find it in the book of Job, chapter 41, which is 4 plus 1 also equals 5. And it's allegorically identified as the light being of the morning. What's his last name? Or. The word or, O-R-R, literally means dark or pale or the lesser light. As the Hebrew word O-H-R, all right, means light. So Mariel Simante Or, the star of the sea, Leviathan, the dark light, is murdered or slain by one who was like El. I don't think you understand yet. I don't think you understand yet. Right? The song Wait For You by Future and Drake, featuring the sampled vocals of Tempest, came out May 3rd, 2022, and Trouble was killed June 5th, 2022, only a month later. I said, do you think all of this is a coincidence? I said, Iniko released the song King's Affirmation as an actual recording on April 29th of 2022, days before the release of the song Wait For You. Those 3 months were literally the Iniko, the time of trouble. Waiting for someone is also something that is done with respects to consideration of the time. This is the same message I've been sending out, telling those of you who have walked with me thus far, as I'm still here in the flesh, that I won't be able to stay, quote unquote, here. And I've been waiting for you. What's the question? Can you see me on the edge? I'm enlightened. What is the edge? Remember, I taught you what the edge was. The limbus, or the limbic system. All right? In the brain, where once you cross over that and move toward the prefrontal cortex, you leave that world of purgatory or hell behind, or the reptilian world. Where's the reptilian world phase? It's somewhere called the reptilian brain, the basal ganglia. Research everything I'm telling you. All right? In both the King's Affirmation song and the Higher song, there's a message of enlightenment, an announcement of a new frequency coming forth by day, which is the sun, the greater light, not the night, the moon, the lesser light. The song Higher makes mention of time and what? War, listen, and the trumpet being blown, waking the broken ears up to the day and time we're in, as that Trump was literally leaving the office. That Trump was Donald Trump, who was in office from the year 2016, all right, to the year, what, 2020. That song came out in 2020, which was widely understood to be the year of revelation, the year when the 19 arose to the crown, further confirming the hidden secret of the Quran called Code 19, Corona 19, which deals with the surge of enlightenment, the evolutionary explosion that turns the human being into a supreme being, or a supreme human being. And so it played out. Future and Drake collaborated on that song called, what? Wait For You. But they completely perverted and corrupted the message of the original song, which was called Higher, for a sole reason, and took people from the crown, the higher point, all the way down into the root. This comes as no surprise, being that Future identifies with and he represents for the low life, and Drake identifies with and he represents for the sixth God, not the 9. This collaboration project and its product was in fact literally an attack on the higher frequency, an attack via music / magic. For the person who was saying that the candle was the magic, again, I'm telling you in his book. All right. Trust me, I know magic when I see it. I literally put it there in bold, so you can't miss it. Trust me, I know magic when I see it. It's the reason why I would say that. The concept goes from the high vibe, speaking of the urgency of waking up from a sleep state and realizing the day and time we're in and taking action, to the low vibe, speaking on doing drugs, popping pills, being drunk, or in an intoxicated state of mind. All right, or a destructive mind. Remember, what is the word? Berkowitz, destructive mind, BW, the BW that appears on the album cover. All right, for To All Dogs or To All Jackals. Listen, they even went as far as opening up the music video, which literally took place in the Drake ages, the dark ages, the age of Drakeness, the age of darkness, with a book entitled The Tale of the Toxic King. Now, let me show you. If I'm making it up, you wouldn't see it there, but you do see it there because I'm not making it up. This was in the beginning of the music video for a song that originally was called Higher. How you go from Higher to The Tale of the Toxic King, all right, isn't beyond me. I know exactly how or why. All right. In that music video, they highlighted and put much emphasis on the queen, which is actually phonetically Quean, which means prostitute. I said, take a note to remind yourself to go back and read the book of Revelation chapter 17. And you'll see how the toxicity is of the beast and the whore, also called the prostitute. The original brown-skinned female woman artist Tim's is nowhere to be seen in the music video. And that feminine image is replaced with an image likened unto a Caucasoid female / woman. That woman was also draped in the garment of the medieval kingdoms. The who? The medieval kingdoms. Listen. Their song and video emitted the frequencies of the Dark Ages, the Knights Templar, the Setites, the ones who follow Set or Shaitan, Satuk, the reference to the early morning or the late at night, which is Lucifer, the morning star, or Hillel, or Bab, or Babel, or Baphomet, or Set. I said, keep in mind that Set, being the ancient Egyptian god of confusion, bears the same tones that are used to describe in English the action of the sun going down, quote unquote. This is when the sun sets and nighttime ensues. Can you see the connection of that which is referred to as nighttime to that which is referred to as the Knights Templar? Remember, Thames ties to tempus, which means time. And the word night is phonetically equivalent to the word night. So what is night? Night. And what is Templar? Tempus, which is time. Nighttime. I said, in nighttime is the time of the moon or Luna, the age of what? Trapment, concealment, hiding. All right. I said that cycle has ended. This is the sun cycle. This is the time of enlightenment. I said to all of you who have it already made up in your minds and written in your essences to wake up the masses via your art, please do not forget that this music industry is full of wicked, low-life Wiccans and witches, all right, and warlocks who worship the 6 ether frequencies, also referred to as the 6 God. They are in no way, shape, form, or fashion on your side. They have already chosen who they will work for and who they will worship. Do not forget that these are Baphomet soldiers and agents. These are demonic beings that are disguised as human beings. They only care about themselves, not the masses. And we, the people, had to be united in our efforts of discontinuing and reversing our acceptance of their states or statuses, from murder culture to drill culture to promiscuity culture and so on. They, the celebrities, are the stars or the gods or the idols that you were warned not to worship. Remember, reader, earth family of mine, there is a war on consciousness. Walk away from the God of this world and come back into the God of the soul. It is that time again. I said, think back to the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 9 of the Bible. And remember that 6-9 is that polarized sacred number referred to Who Knows the Secret book by Faise One. Matthew 6-9, all right, through 13, says, after this manner, therefore, pray ye. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amen. All right. Those verses were about reaching out to those celestial or heavenly beings called God or gods or Elohim or extraterrestrials. And the prayer was saying for God from above, which is the sky, which is Anu, to bring your kingdom to earth. This lets you see that this world was not under the control of or under the rulership of the God, as in the green light God or the emerald light God, as most people may know or believe that quote unquote God to be. That means that up to right now, those people who people think of as God don't run this world. The God of this world, even according to 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4, all right, the God of this world, who is Satan, or age, as I mentioned earlier on, has blinded the minds of unbelievers, so that they cannot see the light of the gospel that displays the glory of Christ, who is the image of what? God. And if you notice in my books, I color code these things for a reason. Green. Green. You understand? So you know exactly who and what I'm talking about when, unless there's a transformation that's being hinted toward. All right. is Shaitan or Satan, meaning beings who oppose the so-called natural order and therefore allow their animalistic nature to take them over. How long can Drake brag about murders? The justice system will not convict Drake. I'm going to say it again. The justice system won't convict Drake. Remember when I broke it down, I said Drake got friends. You understand? And the mob ties run deep. It ain't just Dre Prince and them niggas over there in Houston some motherfucking way. Mob ties is the judge. Mob ties is the prosecutor. Mob ties is the DA. That's the mob ties. So you say they just gave this nigga a deposition. How he evade that? How you think he evaded it? They wouldn't even want, they didn't even want to entertain. Listen, I paid attention to all the shit that was going on. They didn't even want to entertain the idea. Yet, Thug, who is not on Drake level, all right? Thug just one of the little snakes. Drake is one of the big goats. Okay? Thug get hit, and they bringing all his music in the court. They bringing songs he made when he was 5. You know what I'm saying? And Drake, who puts out a whole album with words, details, bragging, he evades a deposition, and the deposition took damn near a decade to come through. Who is this person really? Huh? Y'all better find out. So the courts won't convict him. Who gonna convict him? You want me to tell you who can convict somebody when the courts can't convict you? You want to tell me who can get justice when the courts can't get justice? God can. And always does. Always does. And always has. You can duck them, you can't duck God. You can take your hiatus. You understand? And the angels will be accompanying you. You can't duck them. Where you going? Where you running? Stand forth. Take the stand. And answer to what you've done. And I'm not talking to just this image you see. I'm talking to the dragon that runs your world. That appears in the image of Drake. If you're listening, if you know me by now, if you don't know me, then that's fine. Let the shock do what it's supposed to do. When people see what I'm doing, I told you it's going to keep going up. Let that happen. For those of you who know me, you know it's way deeper. You should know. You know what I'm saying? The justice that comes from God don't miss nobody. I can. Watch this. What a time, right? Their lust for power took them over. They are the powers and principalities and rulers and guides of this world. Those beings are the Decepticons from the Transformers movie we spoke about. Why do you think they are called the Decepticons? It is because these heavenly beings are at war. Listen, Michael and his angels, and Satan and his angels, and that dragon, that old serpent called the devil, has deceived the whole world. Listen, let's go to the diagram of the Decepticons. Deception, deception, decept icon, decept icons, Decepticons. These are the Ra'ah, all right, the disagreeable beings, and they war with the Otto. And they war with the Autobots. I say Auto like that, Autoba or Tob. The Hebrew word for agreeable or good is Tob. All right? Take heed that no man or being beyond a man, human being, all right, deceive you. Beware, earth family of the deceivers. Baal, again, Baphomet, Molech, Satan, Iblis, Tamim, Tarnush. Okay? So can they evade? They can try. They can try. You can try. You can try to escape through the heavens. You can try to escape through the pits. But your realm is up for judgment. Can you evade? You can try. Because God has already spoken, Jah say. God has already spoken. And we heard you when you said, it's too late for all that lovey-dovey shit. I'm your brother shit, all that other shit. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not your brother. I'm not your brother. And I'm not the lovey-dovey. Let me tell you something. When I speak, the worlds around you will fall because I said so. When I speak, you will be called forth because I said so. The movement called Justice for Jassy will be given new life within the next month, 30 days. Mark my words, or don't mark them. There will be a new explosion. Kanye West has already come out and said, I'm with you, I see you, Faise. He said, you will not do me like you did Triple X. He said, I'm not Triple X. He said, I see you. Kanye Omari West. We don't fear scorpions, we step on scorpions. We fought bigger and badder. We don't fear goats. They never had any purpose other than to be slaughtered. Why would we fear them? There's nothing you can do. You can put up all the facades you want to put up. Your world is about to collapse around you, Drake. It's about to collapse around you. Mark my words. Or don't mark them. Because I already marked them. On something that's called an altar. And when we say altar, we mean we're about to change some shit. The Justice for Jassy movement will be given new life within the next 30 days. When I called Drake's name forth, his name popped up all around the realm. They don't even know what to do now. You understand? The album has no power. In all actuality, listen, I haven't even heard it. It has no power. They need the Shade Room to help. The Shade Room has to help him. He doesn't have any more power. You've ran out. Your time is up. Just like the rest of the deceivers. You understand? People like Joe Budden and all these people, listen, all these celebrities, y'all time is up too. I don't know why Joe Budden talking about Drake. Your time is up too. Your time been up. All Joe Budden is another voice of distraction. Justice for Jassy, all right? And remember, I'm telling you this, that when I'm saying justice for Jassy, it's deeper than what it seems. Because what Jah say is justice. What God speaks is justice. Remember that. That Ma'at, all right, comes forth and brings balance every time. I can. Okay? The masses are going to demand that Drake be looked into for the murder of Jassy. The masses are going to turn on Drake. Watch. Calamity will appear in his reality. God's plan. And you will not evade. And for all the people that associate themselves with the dragon, woe unto you. All right. So as you paid attention, this thing popped up on the shade room and said, Michael, wake up. Wake up, Michael. All of you who are like L. Am I by myself or are you with me? Simple. The bulk of it you don't have to worry about. Just answer that. Am I the only one on the pathway to rectification, redemption, reunification, all tying into the same song that is my most streamed song to date? Over 360,000 streams, thanks to you all. Called Source. And in that song, I did explain that you can't beef with me. Let me tell you what he's doing right now. He's asking, who is he with? And the answer is coming back, he's not signed. Who's his management? He has no management company. Nobody manages him. Why would they ask them questions? Well, through the wire, they can say, silence him. And I would be silenced if I were up under a label. They can't speak. The label can silence you. If you have a manager, the manager can silence you. Well, then, what can you do? Because nobody else could do anything but keep doing what they were doing. After a while, they said, well, we can't touch them. What can you do? Let me tell you what you're going to do. Not a damn thing. But deal with what's coming. My homie told me, she said, I listened to this song. She said, it sounds like a chant when you're doing. I said, exactly. It is a chant. You can't think I ain't do this on purpose. You want me to, I can show you how it's a chant. I'll show you that when I say the Jossie's name or Jossie's name, that it's a war call. It's not just saying his name. You with me? I'll show you. Listen.
Do me like they did my nigga. See, I'm really Michael them. Bitch, I'm really Michael them. I'm God. Bitch, I'm ready to fight a win. I'm trying to crack all type of limb.
That ain't just no none of that. That's what it is. Same reason why I did in the Pick Up Your Industry album, which I never released it, when I did the Woo. It's different tones. Right?
These niggas gone and they don't know how. Boy, the Mr. I trade for the whole city when I roll out. Get that ass up and bang them. You can't get your them. Why the whole get them and bang them and drain them? Go pick up your industry. Boy, stop. You ain't doing nothing. I got energy.
I don't think that was a song. What?
So when they know shit, they look disappointed. Ooh, down here.
There you go.
Stand down and get floated. No, the woo. Hey, this that woo. Hey, this that woo. Hey, be quiet, nigga. You don't know what you talking about. Keep walking, nigga. You don't know nothing about that shit. You don't know nothing about that woo. Hey.
You don't know what that is. That's a war call. The realm is called to attention when we do it. When we do it, it's called to attention. Don't play like you understand. Don't play like y'all ready for that shit. When we say, attention, we garner that. Or I wouldn't be here. You understand? So when I say, whoa, oh, you gotta listen. Even if you don't know me. You will hear me. It'll pop up in your reality. Right? So if I say, they won't get a chance to do me like they did my nigga, John. There's another tone. There's, ooh. There's, right? Or, yo. These are war calls. We don't just play around with no fucking crystals and shit, nigga. What the fuck? They don't call me for that. You call me when motherfuckers need to be getting away from your spot. When you need shit shut down for real. Right? If I'm making it up, they tell me you can't type in right now. Phase One. Inner Sense. The Inner Sense meditation tape that I released 8 months ago on YouTube, where you can hear it. You will hear me do the tones. Say, Yahuwah. 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 You don't learn that from preschool. You understand? It's different. So, of course, when I'm saying Jah, it's the same thing. It's going to sound like a war call. And then you got the drums and everything with it. When we did our war calls as a shaman, let me see if I can show y'all without showing too much. Let me see if I can show y'all this shit without showing too much. I'm going to try to show you without showing too much. You see that right here? Where is that? What that middle name say? That say Omari what? Shaman Hargrove. Birthed for this purpose. Shit, I was being taught. Motherfuckers don't get taught till they 30 years old. You understand? The ancient mysteries. Go listen to it, you'll find it. In the beginning of the Innocence Meditation tape. Hear the drums. That's where the Yah goes. Yah. Yah. Right? Yah. Exactly. War call. All right? A commanding tone. Come forth, Yah. All right? Meaning the life force also, Yahuwah. Okay? Because that's what we pull from. We don't need to do amber light magic. The fuck do we need to do that for? At this point, it's obsolete magic. All right? For those of you who don't like the word magic, listen, God's work. We're doing God's work. Because when we say magic, another word for magic is what? Work. When we gave the staff to Moses, what was being said? With this staff, you will be able to do what? Many works, or work many wonders. When Yeshu, or Jesus as you call it, Isha, Yahweh, Jehovah, all right, came through and said, yo, if you don't believe on me, that's fine. You don't got to believe in me. He said, if anything, what? Believe on my works. And some of you will be able to do greater works than I. Magic. Exactly. Magic is science. Miracles. Why mir? Because mir is the work of mir, light. And mir also means pyramid in ancient Kemet. Mir, pyramid. Go look it up. And akos is to say occult, hidden. The hidden light is what miracle means. And by hidden light, I can tell you, listen, they won't be able to tell you. I can tell you. Hidden light, unless they were initiated. The hidden light, all right, is a light that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. All of you have the ability, but you just don't comprehend it. He said it comprehended it not. Once you comprehend or obtain it, really, that light, then you can use it. What is the light phase? Information. Simple. Information. Light is information. Okay? So if your light was hidden, okay, some of you had to go through Atum Ray to get that hidden light because Atum meant hidden and Ray meant light. Go look it up. So when you were saying miracle, you were saying Ray Atum. And you had to go through Ray Atum, all right, to rise up out of your tomb or off of or out of the Batum, the body in the tomb, the Batum, all right, to have your Ka, spirit, risen up to the top of the Mir. Remember? Bakumir. Not Merkabah, Bakamir, because what? You are a Bakamir. You are a becomer, Bakamir, becomer. Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, we said we breathe man, what? Spirit into man. All right, we formed him out of the dust of the ground. We formed your body out of the tomb, the dust of the ground. And we breathed into your body, all right, the spirit, the Ka, the Ki, the Chi, the life force, the information, the ruh, and you becomer, a light being or living soul, Eve. Ba ka mir, not mir kaba. Because you don't start with the light in any of the stories. We started with the darkness. Out of the darkness into the light. So tell them, again, correct them from now on. We say Merkaba, you mean Bakamir? And don't tell me it's one word when your whole purpose is saying Merkaba so that you can break down light, spirit, body. So then tell it to us right. Because we say Bakam is a word that means be silent. And I taught you what? Silence is what? Sai, the mind. Lens is a clear eye or something that you can see clearly with. And the only way that you can really obtain these miracles or the hidden light is you had to do what? First, go within. First. You understand? And then be able to exude that inner light outward. All right? To light your path to find the exoterics. It wasn't just about the esoteric. And that was hidden within the law of correspondence. And I told you correspondence was what? Correspondence. Your core responding to the inner you, responding to your outside of you, and the outside of you responding to the inner you. Law of correspondence, as within, so without. If I made it up, tell me you can't find it. Go make me a truth teller and tell me that Bakum is not a word that meant silent, and mir in Latin didn't mean muteness. You understand? Or mir in Latin didn't mean light. You understand? To say mir, light, pyramid. Silence. The silence, the mind's eye, is how you see the miracles. And once you see the miracle, meaning the hidden light, guess what? Now you can utilize it. And you become a miracle worker. And what do they say? Miracles were performed by Jesus. Miracles were performed by Elijah. Miracles, they all knew the sciences. Are you with me? So when I make music as a musician, say it with me. Musician. As a magician, right? I put something on candles. No, you say wax. I'm about to go to the laboratory. Watch. And I'm going to put my words out of my book of rhymes, which is warlocks and prayer warriors used. The Magi's used, the book of rhymes. And I'm going to take these words out, these spell words, I'm going to spell them out. And I'm going to put them to a beat or a rhythm. You with me? And when I put them to a rhythm on wax, I say, the work is done. The work is done. And now I have to wait for the waves to get out. After I call in another being called an engineer, right? Who's a genie, it's in the word, engineer. Tell the genie to get in here and mix and master my works in this cauldron, all right, called a recording app. And when they mix and master it, they put it out, all right, into an MP3, imp. The imp is there. You see the imp there. Imps do our works. Okay? Those of you who've ever worked with imps, whole different conversation. And you say, what about the wave? Exactly. You put it in wave format. And you send these waves out. And then you go to the radio stations and say, can you put this in what? Rotation. Put this in the circle. Anybody from the craft know what I'm talking about? If you don't know, I'll explain. Circle, when it comes to magic, based off of the most sacred geometry, all right? Because we dealing with sacred geometry, you're talking about a grid that forms your reality. There's sacred geometry in how a building stands up. There's a sacred geometry in how you have equilibrium fluids in your body that allow for you to stay balanced, all right? There's equilibrium, there's balance, there are tools that help to maintain this balance. All of that is tied into sacred geometry, as in the geometry that happens above your observation, that is still happening within your observation, that allows for this reality to exist as it exists, starting with one point or a circle. All right. So the circle or the point or the circle or the points be 360. All right. Which is one of the ways they trap a lot of artists. They say you put them in a way, a circle deal, a 360 deal. All right. They have a movie called The Circle. Say nobody can step outside of the circle. That circle is drawn for multiple reasons. One reason could be for protection, to ward off other beings, where you could put saltpeter. Maybe I'm going too deep for some people. Maybe you put certain things around the circle. You know what I'm saying? That can help you protect yourself from whatever these beings would be or whatever they were. All right. It was certain movies that they put. I can't remember all the movies, but there were certain movies where they had to make a circle and they would use a saltpeter, and then they would put it around, and then if something happened, there was a dent in a circle or something got removed from the circle, then the motherfuckers could get in. I can't remember what movie it was. They put it in certain movies, right? So it's for protection, but you can also use it to trap someone, because it's not, let me give you the science, how it becomes sacred geometry. All right? It's not just the 2D image. That's not how you activate a circle, by leaving it as a 2D image. You don't activate the Merkaba by leaving it as a 6-dimensional image. You don't activate the square or the cube by leaving it as a square. You turn these beings, these shapes, these sigils about themselves to create a force field or a magnetic field. All right? And it always ties right back around to the sphere. When you turn a Merkaba, all right, it will create a sphere. When you turn a square, a cube, it'll create a sphere. All of this is to say toroidal field, all right, or a donut or a circle, all right, which still gives you or yields you the magnetic field as it turns about itself, what? In all directions or all ways, in every which way, which is the law of correspondence, which really helps you to activate magic. If you just draw a pentagram, not telling nobody to do it, I'm just saying, if you were just drawing some shit, it ain't really working. You have to spin the shit. Whole different conversation. So the circles are used to either protect you from invaders, all right, or you trap people in or trap beings in them, okay? And once they're trapped, only one who could undo that trap would be another light being that comes to freedom, all right, or you, the motherfucker who laid out the spell. So don't tell me that you're not spelling when, listen, some of y'all say, oh, exactly, because you can say the O as a letter, O, and write that out, O, and you just drew a circle. You understand? Try it. Draw O. If your name start with an O, or if you got an O in your name, write your name out, and then when you draw that O, you just drew a circle. You just use sigil magic. Right? You see O's all over the screen. These are sigils, circles. They're used for something. They're used to denote things. They're used to actually help people channel certain energies through, ideas through. Okay? They say keep your circle what? Close, or your circle small. All right? What are you talking about? A circle is dealing with multiple conscious beings operating in one reality or one realm together on one accord. He's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If you want to trap someone else or another demon, you can put an okay. He said, no way. No, you don't just write out okay. What you do, I wish I had something to write with. As a matter of fact, I do. I don't know where the fuck I put that shit at. I'll show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Right? Let's say you were dealing with some demon. Want to leave you alone. And the only reason I'm saying demon is because motherfucker take this shit and try to use it against random people. Who you hear the message for, nigga? Like, hey, look, tell him be ready. The fuck is you saying? Do I sound nervous? The fuck? Tell them niggas be ready. Because everybody always think it's something until it's not. Everybody think they own that until they find out this shit go deeper than what you used to. Way deeper. This ain't what you used to. They would have been got rid of me. Fuck. Play with it. Tell them that. Tell them. All right, cool. So you got a circle. Right? This is your O. Or your circle. Okay? Let's say you got a motherfucker that's really giving you problems. Right? A demon that's really giving you issues. Well, everything that happened in here, right? That's free range. They can do everything but they can't get outside of here. So let's say you put this here. Now it look like it'll appear like it's just a symbol. Let me show you what it is. All right. You say, okay. Okay. How? Turn it. Right? This is a pyramid that's been blocked. All right? Everybody is a pyramid. Okay? As a matter of fact, it's different shapes for different people, different beings, but everybody essentially is a pyramid. All right? You block that pyramid, no light can get in. Now they can't see. Right? Their pathway is blocked also, if you look at it. But the point is, that's really a pyramid and it's blocked. The capstone, no light is able to get through. Okay? Not only are they in a circle, all right, they also trap with this line right here that's a block. Another way to do it, if you notice, is if you got some beings that's really on one and you got to regulate some shit and you have to regulate it fast, okay? Right, is you draw a pentagram. And you have to understand that a pentagram is only used, all right, to throw some shit out of order. That's all this shit ever been used for. If we were to turn it, which is why I put that line right here with this dot so you can understand where the point is. If we were to turn it, that's a whole different conversation. You turn it, that's different. And the Wiccans know this. That's where you have earth, wind, water, fire. Okay? These are 5 points that the Wiccans teach. Earth, wind, water, fire, spirit. And these are interchangeable. And this spirit is called the fifth element. All right? Go watch the movie The Fifth Element. Okay? And it's to say consciousness in all actuality. Where this is a person. All right? And you have the different works of the hands, the works of the land. You put earth here, really. Land, water, all right, the fire, the air, and then the spirit. They actually put a being like this in the book of Revelation. The one that had the half foot on water, foot on land, all right, as an angel, a messenger, who could do the works. Using this emblem here would be something totally different because some people use this for protection, okay? It's rare, though, because, again, if this spins, you still have this here, which is used for destruction. So if you have real issues, what we did was we threw pentagrams through them bitches. Like I did, okay, just to be clear, without none of the vague shit. I hit the music industry with a pentagram. And I told them that. And all actually, what I say? Where the fuck is this shit at? I like to show y'all so you know I ain't just saying shit. I don't like folks who just be saying shit. Where is that? Was that Fed did a sweep?
Go to war, we at your tail. Go to war, she wasn't trans, but you scared now. Oh, you thought it wouldn't work, it did reverse, so don't get scared now.
Yeah, don't get scared now. Listen.
Oh, you thought it was she wasn't trans, bitch, ain't no loving like come time to go to war, we at your tail.
Say, oh, you thought it woke shit was a trend? Bitch, ain't no love and light. Come time to go to war, we at your tent. Watch.
Oh, come outside,
Come outside, listen.
pentagram spinning through your den.
Pentagram spinning through your den. Now, Faise, I thought you spoke out against the pentagram. Exactly. That's my point. These people lead with this emblem. They lead with this symbol. They're not telling people that this is the symbol for destruction. They lead with sound. They lead with the goat. All of that being associated with this symbol. They won't tell people this shit is used to destroy. So why the fuck would I tell people to come up under a symbol that I literally would use to destroy shit with? You don't use this to build anything. It is a destructive tool. Simple. It's the same thing when you're saying pentagram, right? If you say pentagram, you're also saying what? A pendulum. And when a pendulum swings, it's like a wrecking ball. It's there to fuck shit up. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of things they don't want to teach people. But again, I told people eventually motherfuckers got to learn this shit. They got to learn what's really going on and learn how to identify and catch this shit to be able to reverse this shit they damn self. What the fuck? You mean to tell me they supposed to be able to cast spells on the masses and all I'm supposed to be able to tell people to do is pray? They supposed to be able to cast spells on the masses and all these. Listen, they're gonna cut the live. It's about to be cut, and we'll come back on here later. I got a minute 54 seconds left. Right? The bottom line is, y'all, these people are devils. Okay, you should know it. You should pay attention to it. You done seen Doja Cat. You done seen Lil Nas come out with his satanic display. You done seen Sam Smith come out with his satanic display. Everybody came out with their satanic display, and it's still not clear to you yet what the war is. All right, we on they ass. You feel what I'm saying? Look, they done made 4 or 5 different accounts. They're afraid. They done made 4 or 5 different accounts to come on here knowing your time is up. You know your time is up. You scared. You done changed different number, 999-888. You're scared. You understand? That's why we tell you, a great and dreadful day. Why? Because listen, look, see, you're afraid. You're afraid. You're right. My time is up. You should be worried about that.